You are now in the black box. Whoa. With Spider Loke, Most Easty, aka BJ Keyway, and the Google Gang. Let's go!
Snakewood and that hustle. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spider Loke. You know I'm in the black box. Had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned. All that.
Jeter, gratitude is the attitude. Show is a blessing to be back in the black box as we blow us a session. The constant, consistent, continuous content creation campaign continues. As we navigate throughout those 7 seas, I'm the captain of the ship, SPI Easty, a.k.a. VJ Keyway, Mr. 1597 himself, the host of this R&R session. Relax, roll up, as we randomly reacts to content in these YouTube streets. 1090 Jake, Byron Blake, been on his bumper, bro. He had a part 1 to, the title was 1090 Jake. Let me see, what was the title? Y'all seem to feednuck with it. 1090 Jake exposed how he took down sex, money, murder. We reacted to part 1. Here we go with part 2. So with no further ado, let's see what Byron Blake says 1090 Jake has been up to.
Detective Danny Polo is not just some crazed fan of 1090 Jake. He's actually a member of the multi-agency gang task force that's based out of Broward, one of several agencies that investigated the street aspect of the prison drug operations that 1090 Jake exposed during his interview on the news. As I've established already, that whistleblower interview led to shakedowns at several prisons. Those shakedowns produced cell phones, and those cell phones produced tons of information, including information about guys that were on the streets, and led to some charges against a lot of people. After this news clip, in which Jake admitted that he was doing it with the intent to bust up the drug operation.
I was trying to shed light on inmate deaths in the system and how many overdose deaths were being reported as natural or accidental. I was sent videos by current prisoners who couldn't get the message out, so I used my platform to be their voice.
Jake was recognized as a credible source by law enforcement all throughout the state of Florida, including Detective Danny Polo, who was also a deputized special agent with the DEA and ATF. Most notably, Detective Danny Polo recognized that in these times, everybody posted everything on social media, including gang members and gang affiliations. So, when he wanted to learn about these Florida prison gangs that he was investigating for this drug operation, he started watching 1090.
I moved my head because I'm sure he's going to bring us some more paperwork. I ain't went nowhere, y'all.
Jake, because 1090 Jake had all of these Florida prison inmates come on and divulge information about the workings from the inside. 1090 Jake also identifies himself as this big bad blood and brings other inmates on to vouch for him, which at minimum makes him a credible source of information on the Bloods as far as law enforcement is concerned. So it was like finding gold at the end of a rainbow when Detective Danny Polo heard 1090 Jake on No Jumper discussing sex, money, murder.
I hit up the Island Boys because they're talking about they were saying they were sex, money, murder.
Right, yeah.
All right, well, you in the state of Florida, so if you're going to be that, there's a specific you have to know. I wanted to know if he knew that specific person. He didn't.
Not Chico, that guy who kidnapped him?
Nah, I'm talking about a real blood. Right. You know what I'm saying? Everyone knows each other, everyone.
I need y'all to let me know, is Byron Blake connecting the dots on 1090 Jake? Because somebody got in my DM and left me a long message telling me that Byron Blake is not credible and he be lying like Wacko No Hunted. And I don't know one from another. It seemed like he really did some research and he's putting his content together quite well. So I need y'all to let me know in the comments what's your thoughts on Byron Blake and what I just said, because I'm not familiar to that extent on my mama.
You can get in contact. That's how you figure out who ain't what they said it is.
1090 Jake had already given Detective Danny Polo a starting point by posting on his YouTube channel that documented gang member 21 Murky was responsible for blessing the Island Boys in.
Surprisingly, Fly was a likable person and kept everything real, which is what I respect about him. More or less, the island boys were blessed in to sex, money, murder by a rapper named 21 Murky, who's apparently from Florida but affiliated with 21 Savage's people out in Atlanta.
Detective Danny Polo was
That sound like wacko no hunted activity, giving up that information on my mama. Like always saying who is with who from where and all that. Oh my mama.
Stay true to his word and began scrubbing the social media of Jakevius Smith, aka 21 Murky. And this would help him tap into the street side of the prison drug operation that he was investigating. Eventually, Detective Danny Polo would work his way to the top of the street hierarchy and would break the news via a press conference from Polk County that they had brought charges against Sex Money Murder, including this person who they identified as the lead.
Man, you do not want that deputy doing no press conference on you. He is a fool, an asshole.
Leader in Florida, I guess the guy that Jake said
he be clowning.
Says that you have to know, Hernando Thompson, aka T Murder. Evidence uncovered during that investigation would lead to a second round of charges against Sex Money Murder. And this whistleblower interview / prison tip turn wiretap case will prove to be big and shake the entire South.
This suspected leader of a notorious violent gang in Florida has been captured in Hastings thanks to a joint effort by the St. Johns County Sheriff's Office and Broward County Sheriff's Office. 23-year-old Andrew Mariano was arrested when the two agencies raided his home. Investigators say Mariano is one of 10 suspected senior leaders of the sex, money, murder, blood gang known as SMM.
Seems like a lot of the same content from part one, huh? Come on, Blake.
SMM is a set of the BLOODS street gang that operates along the East Coast. News for Jack's reporter Eric Gavinier joining us now with more on this major gang investigation. Eric?
You know, Joy, it's amazing to see how far this investigation stretched and how many jurisdictions actually got involved with this. Now, this is a multi-year investigation led by the Broward County Sheriff's Office. The investigation started in South Florida with the arrest of two commanders of the sex, money, murder, blood gang. Their arrest led to the investigation expanding into Central and Northeast Florida. The 10 names on this list have been identified by law enforcement as leaders of the Sex, Money, Murder, Blood Gang, or SMM. All 10 suspects are now facing charges related to racketeering, which includes underlying offenses of conspiracy to commit murder, directing gang activity, and money laundering. 23-year-old Andrew Mariano of St. Johns County was the 10th suspected SMM leader taken into custody during a raid on his home in Hastings. According to the Broward Sheriff's Office, the lead agency investigating Sex, Money, Murder, Blood Gang, the arrest of other suspected leaders led to the discovery of illegal gun and drug trafficking, fraud, conspiracy to commit murder, and even a kill list of the gang's intended victims.
During a press release, the Broward County Sheriff's Office would announce that this was a multi-year investigation that led to these charges against these Sex Money Murder members. Over the course of this investigation, they would discover that this group was allegedly involved in some conspiracies to commit murder, as well as some financial crimes and drug trafficking. Even more notable is that they also announced during this press release that aside from working with the ATF and FBI, they had also partnered with Polk County Sheriff's Office and the Florida Department of Corrections. This directly tied this investigation to the Polk County wiretaps investigation, which led to the arrest of T Murder. That investigation stemmed from the investigation of a prison gang drug operation that was tipped on by 1090 Jake himself. This would not signify the end of trouble for Sex Money Murder at all. Within days of announcing the charges against the alleged Sex Money Murder members in Florida, the FBI and ATF, who also worked with Broward County Sheriff's Office on this Sex Money Murder case in Florida, and who Detective Danny Polo is also a deputized special agent with, announced charges against alleged Sex Money Murder members in Georgia, including a personality that we know as Hocus 4/5. Hocus would speak out and say that this case is out of Savannah, Georgia.
Picked up by the feds and charged in a sex, money, murder, recon gang. I'm laying down in the house. I see sirens outside. And I hear, Hassan Harris, freeze! FBI! Like I'm being pranked. Like, hold on, what? FBI? So they take me into custody. They didn't want to tell me my charges. I get there, and my lawyer shows me that I am charged in a RICO conspiracy based in Savannah, Georgia.
Which is the same place that 1090 Jake said Sex Money Murder was recruiting from on No Jumper.
So I hit up the Island Boys because they're talking about they were saying they were Sex Money Murder.
Right, yeah.
More or less, the Island Boys were blessed in to Sex Money Murder by a rapper named 21 Murky, who's apparently from Florida but affiliated with 21 Savage's people out in Atlanta.
Detective Danny Polo and his work would be directly connected to this case when a news release would announce that this was a 4-year investigation, starting in the exact year as the investigation in the Florida case, but also announcing that some of the arrests made in connection with this case had been made all across the country, including arrests made in the state of Florida. Some of the overt acts listed even alleged that Georgia members were helping Florida members flee to escape prosecution in crimes committed in the state of Florida. Another thing that happened in 2021, and something that I believe bolstered Detective Danny Polo's credibility as a gang expert and 1090 Jake's credibility as a source of information for these gang experts, is Detective Danny Polo being introduced to the YNW Melly trial. This was also a kind of bad thing because this is where Detective Danny Polo revealed that 1090 Jake was his source.
Okay, do you see the individual identified as Jamal Simmons in this picture?
Subject right there.
Okay.
G-Shine.
The other individuals that are in this photo, were you able to identify them?
Yes.
And who are they?
This is Jamon Mitchell. He was in the email chain sent through the YNW Melly booking Gmail account. This is Jaquan Burton, Q-Shine, or Herc, that's saved on the phone. This is Derek Dixon, aka Gino.
Hey, is he connecting the dots on 1090 Jake? Or are we wasting our time? Y'all got to get in the comments and let me know. So I'm sure he going to do a part 3. And I don't want to react to part 3 if y'all ain't feeling it, if he ain't killing it. Because he's making it look bad, but it seems like I can't really connect and prove whether what he's saying is true about whether what Jake did affected what these people was doing. But it do seem like Jake had a lot to say when he should have nothing to say in quite a few different scenarios, to say the least.
Saved on the 9807 phone number.
And the hand signs and symbols that are being shown, what are they indicative of?
So this hand sign right here, that's a big B for blood. This right here is G-Shine, same hand sign that Melly or Mr. Demons is throwing up. Same hand sign he puts on his music albums and commonly uses. It's a specific hand sign just to G-Shine, to the Gangster Killer Bloods, while this is a universal hand sign for Bloods. This is universal hand sign for Bloods. This is specific to Gangster Killer Bloods.
When asked to verify how he knows this information in front of the court, Detective Danny Polo would cite 1090 Jake as his source, specifically highlighting 2 interviews that 1090 Jake had done.
Now, this is key. If this is clear, let's go, Blake. Bring it on home.
One being on No Jumper, the other on Vlad TV. He cited this No Jumper interview because during this interview, 1090 Jake would be in the presence of documented members and identify himself as the biggest white blood.
A lot of people like, oh, ain't no white bloods, ain't no this, ain't no that. There really ain't.
Right.
So at this point in time, not to sound no type of way, but I'm about the biggest known white blood that there is.
Don't tell me this interview really came up, because that means the Fed quarters is active with the Fed.
1090 Jake would also discuss his blood membership during a Vlad TV interview. It's because of this verification of his membership that Detective Danny Polo took his word.
Did that paperwork say anything about these interviews?
At face value when he spoke on certain topics involving the Bloods. One of those topics being the hand signs that YNW Melly reps.
Brought me into the YNW Melly case.
Really?
Yeah.
How so?
Because the gang that Melly is repping is
My shit.
Besides the fact that Jake basically bragged about being mentioned, something else would bolster his credibility and Detective Danny Polo's credibility. And that's what Detective Danny Polo found while he was investigating YNW Melly and his gang ties.
Yo, beloved, what's that is Young Thug pushing now? Young Thug the rapper who just got indicted.
And so it says the response from the 9807 number?
Still the same set. Murder. Murder, not the crime. Murder, sex, money, murder. One of the UBN, United Blood Nation blood sets.
Okay. And then the response as to the 5th floor. What does that mean?
5th floor is referring to the ranking system, as I described previously. Call him a 5th floor, call him a 5-star general. It depends on what.
Yeah, just lost me with all that. That go way over my head. I don't know nothing about the 5th floor. 5-star general. Oh, my mama.
The set wants to use as their title, but it's consistently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, low, high, Godfather head.
This information about Young Thug and YNW Melly's connection would spark up the conversation once again about a Florida and Georgia sex, money, murder connection. And this would help Detective Danny Polo further his investigation. Information like this helps with getting search warrants and stuff like that. So at the same time as Detective Danny Polo is learning about this Florida-Georgia connection via this YNW Melly case with Young Thug being mentioned, 1090 Jake is on the internet going on rants about the Island Boys claiming sex, money, murder, and allegedly being put on by somebody who's from Florida but deals in Georgia. Shortly after that, the Polk County wiretap indictments come out. They got charges against sex, money, murder for running a prison drug operation. Shortly after that, the first round of indictments come out in Georgia, which is mostly Georgia residents, but it also includes somebody from Polk County. Yes, it says Lakeland, Florida, but Lakeland is in Polk County. That's the same Polk County where this sex, money, murder investigation originally began, and the same Polk County that also partnered up with the ATF and FBI during this investigation, along with Broward County and a few other counties. So no, Detective Danny Polo is not some crazed fan who just brings 1090 Jake up because he's popular on the internet. 1090 Jake has proven to be a reliable source for them. And by them, I mean the names that you just saw on that list: the Broward County Sheriff's Office, the ATF, the FBI, Polk County Sheriff's Office, along with the Florida Department of Corrections, which is the agency that he originally provided this tip to.
Every single compound I hit, there was all types of drugs on there, whether it's prescription pills, Molly, some spots there was cocaine and meth, but nothing more common than K2.
Yeah, that could really spark an investigation, bro.
Well, if nothing else, I guess we see the true power of what a news interview and a tip can do. And of course, that's speaking from both ends of the spectrum. Now, I'm not saying that 1090 Jake got Young Thug or YNW Melly locked up, but I am saying that during the course of those investigations, 1090 Jake played a crucial role in deciphering gang language and hand signs just by doing what he's been doing on the internet for the past couple of years. And I believe he did that knowingly, especially after the news trip, because there's not much of another type of relationship he could have with them after that, especially when he said that he was using his platform to be a voice, and that's like inviting them to watch your platform at all times. So I believe that he did that knowingly, and it's pretty hard to doubt after the news clip and, you know, the approach that he took to going on the news. But this is just me and my opinions on it. Y'all comment, let me know what y'all think. Make sure y'all hit that like.
Oh, my mama, I like the way he summarized, because he's saying where there's smoke, there's fire, although he cannot locate the actual fire. He sees smoke and he putting it together. He hasn't really forced nobody to paint no judgment. He painting a picture. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. 1090 J do not look like He's super solid, stumped down, but I can't say he's responsible for a lot of the things it seems like he's trying to connect. Y'all let me know what y'all think. But it somewhat remind me of this dude. I ain't gonna even lie. So make sure, no matter what you do, you don't get caught with your drawers down.
Nah, they ain't got no nut with no whack ass in it.
Don't get caught with your drawers down.
When I'm naked, I lay on my side, I lay on my stomach, I lay on my back.
No Hanes, Calvin Klein's, Fruit of the Looms, mushroom moon, suited up in the room, waiting to be manipulated, mounted and mauled. Madam Mika said, nigga, strip down in your drawers on the set. Must not have heard her correctly, cause cuz bit the pillow laying literally naked. Biggest mouth, bad girls clubhouse, pyro, belly down, booty up, buns out, lucky. She went with the creep and the duct tape. Freaky ass fetish film, one man funk tape. Wiretap nigga, known to tip the laws off. Nasty on the camera with your motherfucking drawers on.
You be screaming till you pass out. Who knew you did it with your ass out? Talking to you blue in the face. I'm just trying to take blue to the bank, 2 to the face, 2, 2, 3 is a K, and K can't make you a real nigga. I pray for any nigga that deal with you. I shoot the Tommy off the hill, figure wow. It's try to put you on the menu. I got a pack of draws I can lend you. Big business what I'm into. I got a pack of draws I can lend you.
Don't get caught with your drawers down. Don't get caught with your drawers down. Don't get caught with your drawers down. Don't get caught with your drawers down.
When you get caught up, I hope them statements don't get bored up. We them niggas that's wicked, no need to warn us on one. Out lurking looking for a Vic. Nigga thinking with his dick, that's an easy lick. Kicking the doors, notorious is well known. Talk tough, but only gangsta on a cell phone. Just know the G's gon' get it in on the mission. Before it's done, they ain't leaving a witness. Back out, running the crib like a trap house. Straps out, can't do shit cause you assed out. Could get you lined by an internet diva. Ain't it ironic how my sister named Mika?
Have you on camera, ass up, looking back. Somebody please tell me what kind of gangster is that? Thought you was a real one, but I take that back. You a sus nigga with a team full of rats. Keep losing respect, you can't get back. I know you know some real niggas, but you ain't that. You a certified weirdo, I'm talking this and that. How you calling niggas out when you the same type of cat? Type of work popped up, and where the fuck you at? No smut on your name, nigga, what the fuck is that? Rock me calling hoes like, don't forget the strap. Waiting until he get his ass cheeks clapped.
Don't get caught with your drawers down. Don't get caught with your drawers down. Don't get caught with your drawers down. Don't get caught with your drawers down.
Whole new meaning when we say you niggas whack now. Weird niggas better check these whole bitches back now. You represent your hood, getting caught with your ass out. You with the industry, I think that nigga really trapped now. And I'ma take the side that I'm supposed to. You on Clubhouse, you should be on Pro Tools. I wouldn't sign to you, all your artists old news. Nigga think you should night, this ain't the old school. From North Cali to the South, nigga. We hate watching niggas crash out, nigga. You too old to be doing shit for clout, nigga. We ain't with the going out like a clown, nigga. You know you wrong, nigga. How the fuck you get caught without them draws, nigga? Hella old and exposed like, come on, nigga. Now that big U cosign is gone, nigga.
Black 100, face all bumpy. Egghead nigga, mama shoulda named you Humpty. I dump thee, nigga, you are nothing. We all know the story, you the draws down, homie. DOE, I do my dirt by my lonely. And don't let me catch you in Kentucky. KY Jelly, probably all that you want. And I bet you the booty goon that Ray J was floating. I heard you a rat, that's why you like to fuck with him. Fruit booty nigga on Clubhouse, ass up with him. All that pot shit, and that nip shit, it makes sense why you and Cali watching Nip Dick. On Netflix, wanna be tycoon. Heard about that Whack 100, Jeffrey Dahmer Part 2. Draws down your new name, and nigga, oh the irony. Your face look like Warren Fishburne, or the butt cheek. It's real rap, all facts over feelings. It's a hit on your name, and you know I'ma kill it. SBI say to get him. You know a nigga whack, it took 15 minutes just to hop on the track.
Don't get caught with your drawers down.
They telling me it's a nigga laying on the bed.
Nightwood and that hustle. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned, all that.
It's the homie cook-up boss, goddammit, Cub Low. And y'all tuning in to the Wake and Bake Show with goddamn it, the homeboy Spider Loc.
Here with SPI, the realest nigga in LA.
Spider this bitch!
My nigga Spider Loc.
Spider Loc, nigga.
Spider Loc.
Spider Loc. Spider Loc.
Spider Loc.
Spider Loc.
Spider Loc, that's my nigga.
Spider Loc. Spider Loc.
Shout out to SPI, that motherfucking nigga.
Spider Loc, Wake and Bake. Better keep it Google, nigga.
Loc is in LA somewhere doing what he's doing.
In the words of Spider Loc on my mama's mama.
Spider Loc's gear. This is Bay Mac.
Nate Blood, C-Mac. Shout out my Loc, Spider Loc, huh? Nate Blood on Hood. It's a beautiful world. You fight me? Fight, cred.
Point blank, do no subliminal dissing. When I listen, I can tell you never been on no mission. Sticking to the script, don't care if I offend you. Neighborhood crib, the marathon
I overlook my competition, never seeing them. I done trained my mind that I'm going. You could tell by how I walk, talk, I'm a boss. A east side millionaire, homie, what you thought? My life is a movie. They can't get close to me. They mad cause they can't be. I'm everything that they wanna be, yeah.
You are now in the Black Box. Whoa. With Spider Loc, Most Easty, aka BJ Keyway, and the Google Gang.
Let's go!